Fly fishing for pike has become an increasingly popular and exciting method of fishing for this big predator. Fermanagh's upper and lower Lough Erne are a total of 30 miles long and are connected by 10 miles of the River Erne, so it has excellent pike habitat and a good population of pike with a multitude of different locations to explore in search of big wild fish. Pike are ambush predators, lying in wait for their prey, so fishing from a drifting boat allows the angler to cover a lot of water and a wide range of locations inaccessible from the bank. Stuart Wiley, a pike fly fishing guide in Lough Erne, explains the basics in tackle and technique.
So a basic outfit, I would recommend a 9-foot, 9 or 10 weight fly rod with obviously a 9 weight or 10 weight line. A good all-rounder would be a dye 3 or a sink 3 which sinks through the water columns 3 inches per second. I would recommend using a dedicated pike fly line. These dedicated lines have an aggressive front taper, which means it makes it easier to cast huge flies like this. So for pike, it's a must that you either use titanium or a steel trace of around 15 inches. My preference for a leader is 25 pound of mono at around 4 or 5 foot in length. And this is a style of fly that anglers would have used some years back. It contains rabbit strip, which holds water and very hard to cast. Now these modern materials, they shed water after your first false cast, and they're great. The welfare of the pike is most important. They look hardy, they look tough, but they aren't. You need a landing mat to place the pike on that you've caught, and a landing net when you're landing them, or a sling. The equipment that you must have is long nose pliers, for it just makes unhooking fish far easier for yourself, the angler, and for the welfare of the fish. You should always have your forceps at hand, not locked up in a box or a bag where they're hard to access. And if you catch a smaller pike, you're best unhooking them at the side of the boat in the water. One of the most important things when fly fishing for pike is barbless hooks. When you're using the forceps, they come out so much easier.
To assist the recovery of pike, it is important that they are kept out of the water for as little time as possible, and then are supported in the water until they swim away.
For the safety of the angler, I would recommend wearing a life vest, a cap and glasses. The glasses have got two purposes. One for eye protection from wayward hooks. The second is for seeing into the water, and you'll be able to see fish following your fly that may take your fly on the hang close to the boat. There's a fish behind it. See it? Yeah. So one of the most important things in your cast, when you're coming to the end of your cast, is hang your fly at the side of the boat. You'll never know when there's a pike following it. It's been behind it the whole time. I mean, just go back and forward with it, just for a few seconds, and then begin your other cast. The pike season traditionally starts in autumn, and it runs right through the winter and generally stops at the end of May. I would recommend that people stop fishing for pike in June due to the increase in air temperature and water temperature. This increase in temperature will reduce the chances of the pike's recovery.
When the pike season kicks off in autumn, most pike are found in mid-water, so it is extremely helpful to know the depth of the water you're fishing. One way of determining this is by using a fish finder. It can also let the angler look for deeper parts of the loch or drop-offs where pike may lie, waiting to ambush their prey.
yourself. There you go.
Fishing from a boat in winter or early spring can be very cold, so extra layers of insulation should be worn. As the weather gets colder and bait fish shoal close to the bottom in deep water, a fish finder also assists the angler to calculate the countdown for a sinking line to allow flies to get down to the fish. Some heavier lines may be appropriate, such as a DI7, which sinks at 7 inches per second. A fish finder can be used to find where the pike may be located.
We're 33 feet here. We're just coming at the end of a shoal of roach or perch. The pike will not be in the main shoal. They'll be around the outside of it, to the right and to the left of it. They'll not be in the main shoal.
Frequently, the last hour of light can be productive. In the spring, the pike will be found in shallower water, especially in weedy bays. At this time of the year, floating or intermediate lines are a good choice.